This is Justin.
Hey, Justin, it's Jason. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you, Jason?
Good.
Good. So, well, nice to talk with you. I know we're friends on Facebook, but it's our first time actually talking. So
it's different, isn't it?
Yeah. It's funny how much that happens these days, you know. You
right.
know someone, but you don't.
Right. What's your status update? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't even remember. That's the question. Gosh, it's hard to keep track of so many of them every day, really.
True.
So,
are you a musician as well?
Well, yeah, I'm a singer, and that's actually something
cool.
that I've always loved as well. So I'm not much of a musician outside of that as far as an instrumentalist, but the singing part, I studied vocals for a lot of years, and, you know, so I always enjoy that.
Oh, cool. I was a vocal major in college, too.
Yeah, I saw that it was kind of similar in a way. Because didn't you also do, like, music management? Didn't you do vocals?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I studied, I got a degree in business management, and then I got an MBA, too, because I didn't feel like I knew enough.
Yeah, because I did the actually my major was music business and management at Berkeley, but vocal was my principal instrument, so kind of similar, I guess.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the program that you did? Was it DePaul University?
Yeah, I went to DePaul. I liked it. I mean, same thing. I mean, I was, definitely always wanted to be a vocalist and a singer and a songwriter. So I just felt I needed to feed, because that came so naturally to me. I felt I needed to feed the other part, the business side, just so I knew how to conduct myself and speak. Because the bottom line is, it is a business, and now I run my own record label, so that stuff definitely was a nice, foundation to build on.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, you deal with people who aren't, you just either have a business instinct or you don't, as you probably know from going through the program.
Right.
And, some people don't. It gave me the confidence to say, oh, okay, this isn't so foreign. I know what contracts are in accounting and all that stuff. So it made a difference, I think. It just gave me confidence to know that it's like selling anything,
Mm-hmm.
As a musician, to sell your product and your image. You're a salesman. You could be selling used cars.
Yeah, definitely. It's the same thing when you get right down to it.
Yeah, it's like that famous widget thing that they would sell in school. You don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah, so the analogy of like a used car salesman can be used for the performing artist as well. Well, so speaking of that, right now you're selling your new single, and I know it's doing pretty well on the Billboard Dance Club charts. I don't know if it's the club charts or the sales charts.
It's the club charts.
Okay. So what approach are you taking with this single as far as getting it out there?
Anyone that works. No.
Yeah.
Well, it's the first single that I'm promoting as like a dance single. I released To the Limit off my album, which I released last June.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first single that I'm really giving a big push to. So it's a little different. Just before I did just individual single releases that charted on Billboard, and this is my third single on the dance charts. So it was a little different. It take a song that was a little more pop dance and make it a little more club friendly. So it was interesting taking the vocals and commissioning remixes and who I wanted to work with to get different sounds out of it. And it's the most diverse package that I've had.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixes of it.
Yeah, there are. And, that just fit different genres and different clubs. And so it, I wanted to do more of a pop artist approach this time instead of just a club. Sometimes a club act is faceless. You don't know who they are. It doesn't matter. You just like the voice and it's a song and, you're in and out of the club and you don't even remember who it is. So I always put my image first and think of the video and the song and how can this relate to my fans. And, there's a lot of thought that goes into that part and formatting myself to be club friendly as well.
I mean, I know with the To the Limit, which you mentioned, you got a lot of attention, at least by the way of being on MTV's Logo, because they had that in pretty good rotation, the video of it.
Yep.
but that was obviously a different kind of sound than.
It was a little dark and deep. I was going through some shit, so
Yeah.
it kind of poured over into my visual display of the song. And with Ooh Ooh Ooh, I wanted to write a song and have a video and have a place where it was just total escapism and very easy to sing along to, and really talked about, it was a good beat and fun lyrics, and I wanted a song that could really cross over to different cultures, because I'm going to do some European promotion with this and try and venture around the United States. So, everyone kind of knows ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like in any language, it could translate.
Right.
So,
speaking of that, I think you grew up in Chicago, and I think you've spent a good part of your life there so far. But I think recently, didn't you make a move to New York? Is that where you're based out of now?
Yeah, I am now a New Yorker. For February.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. I like it. I never moved outside of Chicago, although I've traveled here a lot. I'm now a resident.
What about the day-to-day life there? I mean, do you find it to be to offer things you didn't have in Chicago?
Yeah, it could be as simple or as crazy as you'd like it to be.
That's
There's
true.
definitely something for everyone here.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty focused and have some career ambitions that I would like to take care of while I live here. So I'm definitely ready to tackle all that.
Tell me about, when you talk about the message of the album and so forth, your writing style. Do you usually start with a goal in mind, or do you go from the gut?
Well, it goes a couple ways. Sometimes I just go to my journal and pull out some lines and craft a song around it, or I think of a song title when I'm sleeping or in the shower or whatever. I have my voice recorder with me usually, or at least a pen and paper, or I text myself often. Because if it comes to you and you lose it, it's gone. So I've learned to stop whatever I'm doing and write it down and excuse myself from whatever situation I'm in.
Right.
And sometimes I think, I want to write a song about this topic, and I see what comes of it and revisit it. Or, I've written songs that have taken me 6 months, and I've written a song in 5 minutes. However it comes to me, it comes.
And who are some of your vocal inspirations?
God, anyone who's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are there any that have stuck with you, from an early time period?
Growing up, definitely vocally, George Michael always was the benchmark for me, because his vocal delivery and production, and the fact that he was a songwriter too, was so inspirational to me throughout my life. And he definitely, because we have a similar range and I think sometimes tone. And, he was a guy who just, did it and songwrote and was popular, was not popular.
Right.
And evolved as an artist, and his albums evolved, and each album had a message. And it was just I couldn't wait to digest the whole thing and not know what he's talking about, or know what he's talking about, because maybe I was too young and didn't have life experiences. And, but it definitely helped me grow as a songwriter and artist. As a man, and it just happened to be that he was gay too. I didn't know at the time.
Well, I was going to say, it's interesting because, you obviously made an important decision in being openly gay, and fortunately for yourself, you did it in a much more, I guess, conscious and positive way that it ended up for someone like George Michael. But
for me in my life, it wasn't an issue, and it was something. I was never raised to be ashamed of anything, and my parents never made me feel that anything was wrong about that. The best friends, when I was growing up, some of their best friends were gay, and it really wasn't. Even though I identified with them, I didn't think I was that. But when I came to the realization and matured and whatnot, it wasn't an issue for me in my personal life. So I thought, why would I make it an issue in my professional life? There were many people who didn't want me to come out, when I was looking for a label and possibly not going the independent route. And, no one advised me to be an openly gay artist. You just won't sell. the easy route is to just be closeted and sell your music